evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 2016 season is on the air. Today's date is the 2016 Pennant race is on the air, I should say. Today's date is September 22nd, 2016. We are at Camden Yards, a pretty big ball game here in Maryland as the Boston Red Sox take on the Baltimore Orioles. We'll take a look at the standings, but right now I'm just going to concentrate on, from now on what I'll do is I'm going to get the standings before we do 10-minute ticker. But for here, let's take a look at the standings in the American League East. The Boston Red Sox have a 6-game lead on the Orioles. Their magic number is 5 to clinch the division. They could do that tonight. The Orioles have a 4-game lead on the Toronto Blue Jays. And their magic number to clinch second place is 7. The Blue Jays are 4 back. They're running out of time. And the Yankees, although they are above 500, are pretty much out of it there in the American League East. We will take a look at the rest of the standings as we begin 10-minute ticker. From now on, do the standings right before then for the rest of the league, but we will just concentrate on today's game. Brian Patterson and Jim Doyle are first to join us here at Camden Yards and Scooney 007. The Red Sox historically won this game 5-3. They had 9 hits and an error. The Orioles had 6 hits, and actually they're 9 hits and no errors. And the Orioles had 6 hits and 1 error. So the Orioles tonight, their job is very simple. Try to keep Boston from clinching the division. The Red Sox are the number 2 seed right now in the American League. They trail the Cleveland Indians by 3 games. So the Red Sox tonight, a win tonight, their magic number will go from 5 to 3. And depending on what 10-minute ticker does tonight, the Red Sox could be clinching the American League East. So that is what at stake here at Inside Pitch. Boston, by the way, their record on the board is 3-2, and Baltimore is 4-2. So, and somehow or other, if the Orioles can win this game and get to 5 wins and put Boston to 500 on the board, and in case the Red Sox collapse, the Orioles got a chance to maybe do something special with the tiebreaker. But right now, the Orioles have some work to do. The first thing they need to do is win a ball game here, as they are 6 back of the Red Sox in the division. Vita Productions now joins us here at Camden Yards. So, let's play some baseball. Let's see what happens tonight here, as I hope I get some Red Sox fans joining us as well. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is Chris Tillman. First time we've seen him. 16 wins, 6 losses, no saves, a 3.77 ERA, 140 strikeouts and 65 walks in 2016. We are at Camden Yards. This is a hitter's park. 219 home runs, a 256 batting average, but there are a number of home runs chances here. So this will be a hitter's park here for Camden Yards. It does add 1 to walks, and that is all it will do. Woodman 564 and Craig Scarborough join us now here at Oriole Park. So let's get ready to go. A big game between the Red Sox and the Orioles. Boston, their magic number is 5 to clinch the American League East. The Orioles trying to have hopes to maybe win the division instead. However, as I said, a win here still helps them against the Blue Jays, who have not been doing well in FastScore lately. Meanwhile, let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox will be second baseman Dustin Pedroia. 318 average, 15 homers, 74 RBIs in 2016. A lot of people think he should be in the Hall. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Definitely Hall the very good. And if they were to put him in the Hall, I may put it on credit card. I'm not 100% sure. We're using orange, white, and black dice. Orioles are the home team. Let's play some inside pitch baseball in a big game here in the American League East. Tillman, 2-2. Home run result against the righty. Pedroia needs a 6. The 16 is too high. Pedroia, 4-5, and instead That is a ground out to third base. And Manny Machado will go ahead and get to that. And he'll toss it over for the out, one down. Next batter will be Brock Holt. He is at shortstop tonight. 255 average, 7 homers, 34 RBIs. So Tillman will go ahead and pitch. Tillman, 5-5, strikeout 3, got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Tillman, and there are 2 outs. You never seen anything that screamed Hall of Fame for Pedroia. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it screams Hall of Fame, all right, for Pedroia. But I think, like I said, I may put that on credit card. But Hall, the very good, you get no argument from me. Next batter for the Red Sox will be the right fielder, Mookie Betts. Now, he is a Hall of Famer. 318 average, 31 homers, 113 RBIs. Yes, Mookie Betts. If Mike Trout is number 1, Mookie Betts is number 2. Tillman with the pitch. 6-3, that's at the park. Camden Yards. Camden Yards, 1-5, and that's a ground ball to second base. That'll be handled by Jonathan Scope. He'll take his time and toss it over, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Red Sox. We will go to the bottom of the first. Oh, I disagree, V-Dub. I think Mookie Betts is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's right behind Mike Trout. I can't. And Mookie Betts is not even done yet. He will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Mike Trout is a first ballot. Mookie Betts is right behind him. I'm going to disagree with you on that. Yeah, he's first ballot Hall of Famer. He will be. He's not done yet. We go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox is David Price. We've seen him before. 17 wins, 9 losses, no saves, a 3.99 ERA, 228 strikeouts, 49 walks in 16. Price definitely is a good pitcher here for the Red Sox. And since Boston has already clinched the playoff berth no matter what, this Red Sox team could be very interesting in the playoffs. Leading off for the Orioles, center fielder Adam Jones. 265 average, 29 homers, 83 RBIs. Good, not a bad season. Price, 2-1, range play. Jones, 5-3, pop up to second base. And going after that is Dustin Pedroia. It's a range play. His range is a 4. He'll make the catch in the outfield, and that's out number 1. Nice play by Pedroia. And he goes ahead and makes a nice web gem out there. Next batter will be the first baseman, Chris Davis. A 221 average, 38 bombs, 84 RBIs in 16. Price will pitch. Price, 4-1, strikeout 6, swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Price, and he deals some heat. In 2016, if the Orioles get into the postseason, they could also be very interesting. Next batter, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Now, he's Hall of the very good right now. He's got a little bit ways to go for Hall of Fame. 294 average, 37 homers, 96 RBIs. In 16, nothing wrong with those stats at all. Price, 3-5, strikeout to 15 is high. Machado, 5-3, and that's a ground out to second base. And Pedroia will make another play, and this time he'll toss it over to first, and that retires a side. So both pitchers start up, 3 up and 3 down, no score after 1. Top of the second, leading off for the Red Sox is the Boston designated hitter, Big Papi, David Ortiz, Hall of Famer. Yeah, 315 average, 38 homers, 127 RBIs. David Ortiz was nothing but a monster. Tillman will pitch. Tillman, 5-1, home run chance. Lefty, 1-6. The 8 is too high though. Ortiz, 6-4, and he grounds it to second base. And that will be Jonathan Scope getting to that one, and he'll toss it over for the out. Yeah, Machado doesn't do well so far here on the postseason, but how they do in the regular season is one way. How they do in the postseason could be another. First baseman Hanley Ramirez is up next. A 286 average, 30 homers, 111 RBIs. Ain't nothing wrong with those stats for Hanley. Another ex-Marlin they let go. Tillman, 2-4, range play. Ramirez, 3-2, base hit right field, but it's a range play for Mark Trumbo. Not that great. His range is a 2, and he won't get it, and that is going to be a base hit. So Ramirez will get a single, and he will hold at first base as Trumbo not able to get to that. So man on first, infield double play. Next batter, the third baseman, Travis Shaw. 242 average, 16 homers, 71 RBIs that year. Ramirez had 9 stolen bases, and he won't get any there. Tillman, 4-5. Walk plus, that's ball 4 on the 8. And now the Red Sox are in business here in the top of the second. First walk issued by Tillman. And now the center fielder, Jackie Bradley, is up next. 267 average, 26 homers, 87 RBIs in 16. Infield is still at double play depth, and nobody's moving. Tillman will go ahead and pitch. Tillman, 2-2, home run result against the righty. Bradley needs a 15. That's an 11, and that one was just sent pretty much over the left field wall. And, well, nobody's going to get that one. Kaboom! That ball is pretty high, that ball is pretty deep, and that ball is pretty gone. Home run, Jackie Bradley. Stadium groans. A 3-run bomb by Bradley as Chris Tillman goes ahead and pitches him a meatball, and actually he turns that one into spaghetti, and it is 3-0 Red Sox. So Boston gets on the board first on a 3-run bomb by Bradley, and now 3-0. And here comes the catcher, Sandy Leon. 310 average, 7 homers, 35 RBIs. So much for inducing the ground ball. Exactly. 1 out here. Now 3-0 Red Sox. Tillman, a 5-4. That's a range play. Leon, a 1-3. That's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Manny Machado. He was excellent. Range of 5. That is a 3. He's got it. And he'll throw to first for the out. And that is 2 away. 2 outs. And now we will see the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. 295 average, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. A young Andrew Benintendi in 2016. With only 105 at-bats, I'm not 100% sure he'll make the postseason roster yet. He may make it, but I'm not 100% sure. We will find out. He only played in 34 games. Tillman with the pitch. Tillman, 4-3. That is a blank. Benintendi, 4-3. And that's a double into right field. So Benintendi goes ahead and tells me to eat my words. He says I belong on the playoff roster, and he hits a double. So Benintendi goes ahead and gets into second base. It'll bring up Pedroia, and Pedroia's 0 for 1. Benintendi, he will stay where he is. Tillman with the pitch. Tillman, 2-4. Range play again. Pedroia, 3-4. That's a fly ball into center field. Going after that is Adam Jones. His range is a 3. That's a 4. He won't get that one. And that's going to be a base hit for Pedroia. Benintendi, a base runner 4 with 2 outs. Single to center, +2 is a 6. They're not going to get him at all. Benintendi will come around, and he will score. It's 4-0 Red Sox. Stadium groans. RBI single by Pedroia does score Benintendi. And now the batter is Holt, and he's 0 for 1. So already the Red Sox have put a 4 score on here in the top of the second inning. Anything with Pedroia? No. Tillman, 5-1. Home run chance. Lefty, 1-6. The 15 is high. Holt, 3-2. And that is a grounder to second base. And that will be Scope getting to that. He will take his time, and he's going to throw to second to get Pedroia, and that will end the inning. 4 runs on 4 hits. A 3-run bomb by Jackie Bradley. Pedroia, an RBI double. 4-0 going to the bottom of the second. As the Red Sox try to make the statement here, Remember, in the postseason, 13 batters, 13 pitchers, if possible. And I go by most at bats and most innings pitched. So there's going to be some pitchers and batters that may be left off the playoff roster since I'm the one that takes care of it. Leading off for the Orioles will be the right fielder, Mark Trumbo. 256 average, 47 homers, 108 RBIs. So bottom of the second, Red Sox already have a 1-0 lead here. I'm sorry, 4-0 lead. Price, 2-1, range play. Trumbo, 6-5. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Brock Holt. His range is a 3, and now he won't get that one, and that's a base hit. So right now, nobody's making plays out there in the field, and that is a single for Trumbo. Next up for the Orioles will be the Baltimore designated hitter, Trey Mancini. He was the DH in this game, and he only had 14 at-bats, 357 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs. He's a monster with that, with him at the plate. Trey Mancini got the start at DH for this game. A very young Trey Mancini, I should say. He is still, I believe he's still playing in the majors today. At least I think he is. I shall find out in a real quick second. I think he is. Let's see. Yes, he is. Trey Mancini. Let's see here. He is right now, Trey Mancini right now is with the Chicago Cubs. And his career batting average is meh. Not bad. 263 batting average. He does have 129 home runs, so he can hit the ball. And of course, he won the 2022 World Series with the Astros. So a very young Trey Mancini here for the Orioles. Not too bad for 2016. Double play depth. Nothing on the 10. Trumbo stays put. Price with the pitch. Price, 6-6. Against the righty, it's a blank. Mancini, 1-1, and he'll come through with a double into right field. Trumbo, base runner 1, double to right, -3. No chance for him to get home, and he will hold at third base. But Mancini comes up with a big-time double, and now the Orioles got something going on. They're with a 4-0 lead. The Red Sox are going to play. Do they need to play in, or should they just play a double play depth? Double play depth. I think Mark Trumbo with a base running rating of 1. I still don't think he can get in. Let me see here real quick. Base runner on third. Double play depth. No, only nope. He's a 1 though. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll play the infield in. I'll play the infield in. Why not? I guess I need a batter, don't I? Next up for the Orioles will be second baseman Jonathan Schoop. 267 average, 25 homers, 82 RBIs. So the Orioles got something going on here in the bottom of the second. 4-0 Red Sox, but the Orioles are threatening. Nothing on the 16. Price will pitch. Price, 1-3, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for the Price is Right. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. 1 out. And now we'll see the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. 269 average, 9 homers, 48 RBIs. Infield is still in. Bottom of the second. Strategy roll still. Nothing on the 11. Price, 5-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Hardy, 4-3. And against the lefty, Hardy will get the Orioles on the board. And that's going to be a double into center field. Trumbo will score. Mancini will score. Hardy will hold at second base. 4-2. The Orioles are now there. They get 2 back. So a 2 RBI double for J.J. Hardy gets the Orioles up on the board. And next batter for the Orioles will be Drew Stubbs. Stubbs started the season with the Atlanta Braves. He is on the Orioles. He is also in left field tonight. 225 average, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Now the infield is back, but now it's a 4-2 ball game. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 11. Price, 3-1, strikeout 9. He got him. And that'll be the third strikeout for Price, 2 away. And now up for the O's is the catcher, Caleb Joseph. Don't know much about him. 174 average, no RBIs, no homers. Pretty much a late call-up for the O's that year. The Orioles are playing with a little bit of a hodgepodge lineup, but they still have a few stars in there. Few starters. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8. Hardy stays at second. Price, 6-1, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, strikeout. And the inning is over. Price actually strikes out the side. But 2 runs on 3 hits for the Orioles. And they're back in this game. It's 4-2. Orioles chasing the Red Sox. Red Sox magic number to clinch the division is 5. Orioles magic number to clinch second place is 7. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Tillman back on the mound, and leading off for the BOS Sox will be Mookie Betts, and he is 0 for 1. Tillman, they'll go ahead and pitch. Tillman, 4-2. That's a walk. The 17 is high. Betts, a 3-5. That's a fly ball to right. And Trumbo will get that with no problem. Next up is Big Poppy. He's 0 for 1. Tillman will come up to bat. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Camden Yards. Tillman, 2-3. Range play at the park. Camden Yards, 2-2. That is a home run to the pull side against the righty. Ortiz needs a 20. Well, you can't have a range play. That's an 18. You can't have a range play on that because Ortiz pretty much sent that ball maybe 15 rows up. And I don't care how good Trumbo is, he ain't getting that. Kaboom! That is high, that is deep, and that is gone. Home run, Big Poppy. Stadium groans. So Ortiz goes ahead and blasts one there. That wasn't Tillman's fault. That was just Camden Yards. They allowed a whole lot of home runs. And Ortiz just powered that one out of here. It's 5-2 Red Sox. Now the batter is Shaw, and he's 1 for 1. Tillman will go ahead and pitch. Tillman, 1-6. That's a pitcher result. The 14 is high. Shaw, 5-1. That's a fly ball to right field. This time Trumbo will get to that one. As every ball has been hit to him, and one has been, both 3 balls have been hit to right field. 2 Trumbo got, and 1, well, there was no way he was getting that unless he was Superman. 2 away. Here is Ramirez. And Ramirez walked his first time up. Tillman, a 2-4. That's another range play. Ramirez, 2-2. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Hardy. He was pretty good. J.J. Hardy's range is a 4. That's a 2. He'll take care of it, toss it over, and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Big Poppy. It's 5-2 Red Sox going to the bottom of the 3rd. Adam Jones leads off for Beemore, and he's 0 for 1. 5-2 Red Sox. So far, let's see, combined ERA of these 2 pitchers is 7.6. So you're already at the 7 runs already. Price, 4-6, strikeout 10. He got him. Cold strike 3 on Jones. Jones thought that was a little outside, but that paints the black, and that is out number 1. That is the 5th strikeout for Price. Thomas Bartlett and Doug Hunt join us here at Camden Yards. Here's Davis. He's 0 for 1. Price, a 4-6 strikeout. He'll get Davis on the 6th. And that is strikeout number 6 for Price, 2 away. And now Machado. Machado is 0 for 1. Price, He'll go ahead and pitch. 6-4, error on a throw. Machado, 3-2. That's a base hit to center field. There won't be a throwing error as the throw will come in. Machado will get to first base and get his first hit of the game. And he'll bring up Trumbo. Trumbo got a single his first time up. Machado had no stolen bases and nothing going on. Price will concentrate on Trumbo. Fans here at Camden Yards hoping the Orioles can make a comeback. Price, 2-5 against the righty. Strikeout plus. That is a 12, and that is a strikeout. And the inning is over. He struck out the side for the second straight inning. No runs and a hit. 7 strikeout for Price. So he struck out the side two consecutive innings. It is 5-2, however, after 3. Top of the 4th. Tillman. He'll pitch to Jackie Bradley. Bradley led off with had a 3-run bomb his first time up. Tillman can pitch to 24, and Price can pitch to 27. So Tillman will go ahead and pitch here to start the 4th. Tillman, 6-4, error on a throw. Bradley, 1-3, ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Hardy. His error rating is a 3. That's a 19. He'll take care of it and toss it over for the out, and that is 1 out. Next batter is Leon, and Leon is 0 for 1. Tillman with the pitch. 1-1, wild pitch, ball 1. Look at that, 1-1-1. That doesn't happen often. Tillman, 6-2, strikeout to 15. That's going to just miss. Leon, a 5-6, and that's a base hit. He slaps that past first. And Leon will get on base there with a single. And now here's Benintendi. Right now, is Andrew Benintendi in the Hall the very good? Probably so. He hit a double his first time up. Infield is a double play. Leon probably not doing anything, and he is not. Tillman will go ahead and pitch. Tillman, 1-4, strikeout, 20 is high. Benintendi, 4-6, and that's a fly ball to center field. And Adam Jones, he will take a step back and get it 2 down. And now Pedroia. Pedroia 1 for 2 with a single. And nothing happening with Leon. He stays put. Tillman trying to have a decent inning here for once since the first. Tillman, 3-3. That is a blank. Pedroia, 1-1. Popped up to short. That'll get out of the inning. Hardy's going to call for that. And he'll make the catch. And that's a good inning for Tillman. No runs and a hit for the Bo Sox. As we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Red Sox could be very interesting in the postseason, especially if they can win the division and avoid the wild card series. Trey Mancini leads off for the Orioles, got a double his first time up. Price will go ahead and pitch. Price, 2-5 against the righty, strikeout plus, and Mancini will swing high, but the ball went low. And that is an out, and that is strikeout number 8 for Price. That's one way to prevent Mancini from getting doubles and home runs. Strike him out. Here's Scope, and he's 0 for 1. Price, a 5-3. That's at the park. Camden Yards, 2-4. That's a home run to center field against the lefty. Scope needs an 8. That 15 is too high. It's going to be a fly ball to center. And Jackie Bradley's going to reach near the wall, but he's going to have room, and that's going to be out number 2. And Scope not happy. He thought he had enough, but it just died a little bit out there. 2 away for Hardy. He got a double his first time up. Price, a 5-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Hardy, 1-4. Pop out to second base. And once again, Pedroia now is going to call for it. He'll get it. And he'll cover it and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the O's. 5-2 Boston after 4. Red Sox magic number is 5. They can clinch the division tonight with a win and then seeing what FastScore does. They could clinch the division. We go to the top of the 5th. There are a few things that can be clinched tonight, as a matter of fact. Brock Holt will lead off for the Red Sox. He's 0 for 2. The funny thing is, we're coming up to the final week of the season where I usually do 1 day per 1 game of baseball. It's very possible all the races could be decided. I don't know if I need to do a full week. Tillman with the pitch. Tillman, 2-2. Home run result. Righty. Holt needs a 6. That's a 3. And that is gone. Kaboom! That's pretty high. That's pretty deep. And that's pretty gone. Home run, Brock Holt. And the Red Sox are just starting to add to the lead. Stadium groans. It is now 6-2 as Brock Holt gets himself a solo bomb off of Tillman. And now the batter is Betts. Oriole bullpen now beginning to warm up. And actually he probably should be pulled after that one. What's his pull rating? 11? Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Yeah, that's going to be it for Tillman. Tillman's going to be taken out of the game. He is done. And the Orioles are going to go to the bullpen here. 2 righties and a lefty still to face with 2 outs. So that will be it for the O's. In a 4-run lead, I'll still go with the main relievers. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles will be Brad Brock. 10 wins, 4 losses, 2 saves, a 2.05 ERA. Brock will be the second Orioles pitcher as Texags and Baseball with the Demos join us here at Camden Yards. So top of the 5th inning, 6-2 here in favor of the Red Sox. Brock is now on the mound, and he'll pitch to 4. Brock, 3-1, hit by pitch. 13 is high. Betts, a 2-6. That's a fly ball to right field, and getting over there will be Trumbo, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 out. Next batter is Ortiz. Big Poppy, 1 for 2 with a bomb. Do they play each other before the season ends? Yes, they do play each other. Okay, in the final, in the early in the final week, but we'll decide. But right now there are 4 games back of Baltimore, with 1 more 10-minute ticker tomorrow night. But it's only a 1-day ticker. Brock will pitch to Big Poppy. Brock, 4-6, strikeout 7. Cold strike 3 on Ortiz, and Ortiz is just going to go back to the bench, knowing that was a good pitch and he should have swung at it 2 away. Don't worry, you'll all see the standings. Okay. Before I do the ticker. Here's Ramirez. Ramirez is 1 for 2 with a single. Not baseball related, but what in the wild world of sports happened to Clemson? They got duked. Absolutely. I watched that game, and Clemson, for some reason, did not look like they wanted to play. Brock, 4-3 against the righty, strikeout plus, swing and a miss on Ramirez, struck him out, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Brock Holt, of all players, and we go to the bottom of the 5th with the Red Sox leading 6-2. Yeah, no, Clemson, that was a horrible loss for them. It's going to be tough for them to get back in the playoffs. You don't lose to an unranked team on the road. I don't care. Clemson has some work to do. All right. But even though that was pretty much maybe the upset of the week, but let's give some kudos to Coach Prime in Colorado, okay, for going to TCU and beating them. And I'll tell you right now, Florida State might just be for real. But this week, we got some good games this week. The Miami Hurricanes will go ahead and pound Texas A&M on Saturday. They'll destroy them by 50. We already know that's going to happen. Meanwhile, Alabama does play Texas. That's a good game, okay? And you also got Ole Miss Tulane. You got some good games coming up. That Texas A&M Miami Florida game was supposed to be good, but A&M should just get taken apart like a dead flower. Bottom of the fifth inning, David Price will continue to pitch. Leading off for the Orioles will be Drew Stubbs, and he's 0 for 1. Price will go ahead and pitch. Price, 2-6, strikeout 14, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is the 9th strikeout for David Price, 1 out. Next batter is Joseph. Joseph is 0 for 1. Price, he'll go ahead and pitch. Price, 5-4, range play at the park. Camden Yards, 6-5. That's a single plus to center field. Going after it is Jackie Bradley. His range is a 2. That is a 4. Joseph has to try for second. Base running rating of 1. Center fielder Bradley, a -2 arm. There's no way he can even try for second, and he will stay put at first. So a base hit for Joseph, as Bradley can't make the play. And now the top of the order is Adam Jones, as SGJ Damey joins us here at Camden Yards. Tell us how I really feel about the Canes A&M game. It won't even be a game. The Canes will destroy them. What to expect? I was waiting for you to say something, Texag 75. I was waiting for you to say something. It took that long for you to give a comeback on them. It should be a good football game. The Aggies are actually favored. The Canes are a home dog. I'm actually hoping that stadium is rocking. I wanted to go to the game. I couldn't. I decided, I'll just watch it on my 75-inch. Here's Adam Jones. He's next bat. He's 0 for 2 as David Vega joins us here at Camden Yards. Infield a double play. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Joseph holds it first. Price with the pitch. Price, 1-6 against the righty. Walk plus, and at 13 will walk him. So now the Orioles got something going on with 1 out. So now runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's Davis. With 1 swing and a bat, he can make this game interesting. Strategy. That is a 20, but Price has no pickoffs. Price will go ahead and pitch to Davis. You didn't know Miami and Aggie still had teams. Ooh! Brian Patterson. Shots fired, Texag 75. Texags, you going to let Brian Patterson talk about the Aggies like that? Uh-oh. Shots fired, man down. Price, 2-2. Error on a grounder. Davis, 1-2. Here's a ground ball. It's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Brock Holt. His error rating is an 11. That's a 3. He's going to pick it up, drop it, pick it up again, drop it again, and everybody's safe. It's an error on a grounder as Brock Holt makes a huge error out there. And that will be an E6. And that is the first error on the Red Sox. They did not have any errors in the game historically. But now the bases are loaded for Manny Machado. Machado is 1 for 2. And with 1 swing and a bat, he can tie this game up. Infield is going to play a double play death. Price is going to pitch to Machado. Fans here at Camden Yards hoping for a big hit. Price sets up on Machado. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 19. Price will set it up. And here's the pitch. Price, 4-3. Home run result against the lefty, though. Machado needs an 8. That's a 12. He does not get it. Machado, 4-5, but he does get a base hit past third, and it will bring in a run. Joseph will come in to score. Jones, a base running rating of 3, not good enough. He'll have to hold, so the carousel turns, but the Orioles get a run at 6-3. Oh, Machado, and he knows that should have been a grand demand. But he'll have to settle for the single, and it's now 6-3. And now the batter is Mark Trumbo. Trumbo is 1 for 2. He can hit the bomb as well. So bases are loaded still. 1 out. Now a 6-3 game. They're still gonna stay at double play depth. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Price trying to get out of this inning, but the Orioles are threatening. Fans here at Camden Yards are loud. Price with the pitch. 3-4. Strikeout 18. That will miss. Trumbo. 5-3. And it's a ground ball to second base. Can they get out of it? 3-4. Shortstop, Pivot Holt. Let's see here. Shortstop, Pivot Holt is 0. A 1-4. It's a double play. No, it's a 6, which means Jones will come in to score. Davis goes to third. Machado goes to second. It was such a slow grounder. The only play he had was at first, but it is 6-4. Could not turn the double play. But the run does come in to score on a grounder to second. But now here's Mancini. Mancini is 1 for 2. But now a 6-4 ball game. And now Davis at third, Machado on at second. Price trying to get out of this inning. But now 6-4, 2 outs. Strategy, nothing on the 13. Price will pitch. Price, 5-5. That's a blink. He's not tired. Mancini. And that is a 4-3, and it's a base hit to left field. That'll be a single. Davis will come in to score. Machado, base runner 3, with 2 outs becomes a 4. A single to left, plus 2 is a 6. There's no chance they're going to get him. Tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay! And in 1 inning, the Orioles come right back and tie this game up. We're tied at 6. No lead is safe at inside pitch. And now the batter is Scope. Scope is 0 for 2. And they're going to go talk to Price. This is probably going to be his last inning. But that error was huge, though. That was a big error, which allowed the inning. When you give a team an extra out, you always wind up paying the price. Pun for David Price. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Price will pitch. Price, 3-2. Range play. Scope. 5-2. That ball is hit to left field. That is a 10. Against the lefty. That'll be a double to left field. But it's a chance for Andrew Benintendi. His range is a 4. That is a 5. He can't get it. Mancini comes around to score. Scoop goes to second. And the Orioles have taken the lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! And David Price just can't believe what is going on here, as the Orioles have now put at least a 5 spot on the board. And the batter now is Hardy. He's the 9th batter. Hardy is 1 for 2 with a double. As we got some 5th inning magic right now. Scope on at second. Price still out there. And, Price says he's not tired yet. He says, I want to get out of this inning. But you're giving up 7 runs here. But that error was such a killer by the Red Sox. Let him pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Price with the pitch. Price, 5-2. Against the righty. It's a blank. Hardy, 2-2. It just won't stop. That's going to be a smack double into right field, and the Orioles will get another run. Hardy will go to second. It is now 8-6, and that's it for Price. And probably should have yanked them out long ago. Stadium cheers. Yay! 3rd straight double in a row. And that is it for Price, and the Orioles now have an 8-6 lead. And the Red Sox cannot believe this. And they'll go to the bullpen. And the Orioles have batted around. Drew Stubbs will bat again for the second time in the inning. He struck out twice. The Red Sox are going to bring in a righty here. And it is going to be... Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Brad Ziegler. 4 wins, 7 losses, 22 saves, a 2.25 ERA. Ziegler started the season with the Arizona Diamondbacks. He is now on the Red Sox. So he will come on and pitch to Drew Stubbs. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. The Orioles have now hung 6 on the board here. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Hardy stays at second. Ziegler. 5-6, strikeout 8, swing and a miss, struck him out, and Stubbs strikes out for the 3rd time in this game, but the damage is done. 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 huge error, and the Orioles have taken an 8-6 lead here at Camden Yards. No lead is safe at inside pitch. And I can say that with absolute, I can say that with absolute certainty. We go to the top of the 6th. Chuck Rawlings joins us here at Camden Yards. TBR losing horn. That's how it sounded, I believe. Brad Brock can pitch to one more batter before he tires. Travis Shaw's leading off, and they got left, right, and they're not going to let Brock pitch here, as the Orioles are going to go to the bullpen and bring on a lefty. And let's see what's going to be. And coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Donnie Hart. No wins, no losses, no saves, but an 0.49 ERA. Hart, really their lefty specialist. He can pitch to 3. So he will come on. And he will pitch to Travis Shaw to start the top of the 6th. 8-6 Orioles. Is this a game of the year candidate? Yes, it is. Absolutely. Hart with the pitch. Hart, 3-3. Strikeout 1. Got him. Struck him out. 3rd straight batter that the Red Sox have struck out on. And now the batter is Bradley. And Bradley's 1 for 2 with a 3-run bomb. And let's see what happens here. Hart will pitch to Bradley. Hart, 2-6, strikeout 7, swing and a miss, struck them out. Another strikeout for Donnie Hart. 2 away. And now here's Leone. And Leone is 1 for 2 with a single. Hart, they'll go ahead and pitch. Hart, 2-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Hart, 6-1. That's a pitcher result, but there's a blanks there, so nothing happening. Leone, 4-4, and that's a base hit past short. It's a single, and Leone keeps the inning alive. And now the batter is Benintendi. Hart is tired, but he says they're going to stick with lefty on lefty here. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 8. Leone will go ahead and stay at first, and Hart will pitch. Hart, 1-3. That's at the park. Camden Yards, 3-2, and that is a ground ball to 3rd, handled by Machado. He's going to throw to 2nd to get Leone, and that'll retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. And it stays 8-6 in favor of the O's. If the Red Sox lose tonight, they cannot clinch the division tonight, even with the 10-minute ticker. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading off for the Orioles will be Caleb Joseph. He's 1 for 2. Ziegler can pitch to one more batter, and he's going to pitch. He'll pitch to Joseph here. Ziegler with the deal. Ziegler, 4-6. Range play at the park. Camden Yards, 4-3. That ball is hit to right field. That's a 7, and that is a possible home run. Against the righty, though, Joseph has 0, so not happening. So now it's just a range play. It's now just a range play to right field. Right field is Betts, and he was excellent out there. His range is a 5. That's a 6. He can't get it. It's a base hit. And that is going to be a single for Joseph, as he'll go ahead and get the base hit anyway. And Betts had no chance on it. It was just a little bit under him and decided to play it on the hop. And Joseph is safe at first. Infield double play depth. Now Jones is up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Ziegler is now tired, but they'll let him pitch to Jones, at least one more batter here. Ziegler will pitch to Jones. Strategy roll still active, and that is a 15. And that's a 15. Nothing happening. Ziegler, 4-5. That's a blank. Jones, 5-2. Pop out second base. And Scope is going to call for that. And he'll make the catch for the first out. And now Davis. Davis is 0 for 2, but reached on a huge error by Brock Holt. What was the line on this game? Joseph on at first still. Strategy. Nothing on the 14. Joseph stays put. Ziegler, he'll pitch. Ziegler, 5-5, strikeout 14, and he got him. Struck him out. That's a big K for Ziegler, 2 down. It'll bring up Machado, and Machado is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 2 men away, bottom of the 6th, but the Orioles now have an 8-6 lead. Strategy, nothing on the 1. Joseph will stay put. Ziegler will probably pitch to Machado, probably his last batter. Ziegler, 6-5, hit by pitch, 12. Nope, that's high. Machado, 2-1, and that's a pop fly ball in the infield. Second baseman Pedroia calling for it, and he'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Orioles, but they're keeping an 8-6 lead here after 6. Top of the 7th. Top of the order also for the Red Sox. Dustin Pedroia leads off. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit. Donnie Hart coming out of the game. Orioles will go with a righty. And they're going to go ahead and bring in to pitch Michael Givens. 8 wins, 2 losses, no saves. A 3.13 ERA. Givens is now the 4th Oriole pitcher. And Pedroia will bat against him. Top of the 7th, 8-6 Orioles. In a game that everybody pretty much thought that the Red Sox were going to probably blow out. Givens with the pitch. 4-5, strikeout plus 15. Cold strike 3 on Pedroia, and he is out of there. He becomes a strikeout plus. It becomes a 15. That is a 15, and that is a called strikeout, and that's 1 away. Nice pitch there by Givens. Now the batter is Holt, and he gets a little bit of a sarcastic cheer here from the Oriole Park crowd. He did have a bomb his last time up, and he'd like to make up for that error. That error was killer. That was a killer error because that allowed more. Because that allowed runs pretty much. That allowed the Orioles to continue the inning. Givens, 6-3. That's a blank. He's not tired. Holt, 6-1, and that's a line drive right to first, and that's caught by Davis, and that's out number 2. Hit hard, but right at Chris Davis. And now here's Betts. Betts is 0 for 3, having a rough night tonight. Givens with the pitch. Givens, 1-1. That's a range play. Betts, 6-6. That's a double into center field, but it's a range play for Adam Jones. His range is a 3. That's a 5. It will be a double. So Betts will go ahead and get to second base as he keeps the inning alive with a 2-bagger. And now a chance for the Red Sox to tie the game up. Here comes Big Papi. Big Papi is 1 for 3. He already has a bomb in the game. So Michael Givens will pitch to Ortiz here with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, 8-6. Strategy roll. That's a 20, but nothing for Givens. He will concentrate on Ortiz. Givens will deal with Ortiz here, and he will set up for the pitch. Givens, 6-4, strikeout +4, swing and a miss. Strikeout, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox, as the Red Sox got out to a 6-1, got out to as much as a 6-1 lead, and then a 6-2 lead, and then all of a sudden, the wheels fell off. And the Orioles have an 8-6 lead. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tonight's ticker is also the last of the 3-day 10-minute tickers. Starting tomorrow, it will only be 1 day because September 25th is the last day before the final week, and that is tomorrow night. And we will be at PNC Park as the Washington Nationals will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. A.J. Cole will go for the Nationals, and Tyler Glasnow will go for the Pirates. The Pirates still trying to clinch second place in the National League Central. They have a 7.5 game lead on the Cardinals out there. They could still, and their magic number tonight is 4. They could clinch second place tonight. The Nationals, however, their magic number is 2 to clinch the National League East. So we're going to play these teams tomorrow. Of course, it could already be settled, but we're going to go with these two teams, the Nationals and the Pirates, Cole and Glasnow. That'll be tomorrow night on the network. Bottom of the 7th here, Orioles have an 8-6 lead, where the Red Sox had a 6-2 lead. Mark Trumbo is the leadoff batter. Ziegler coming out. Red Sox will go to the bullpen. 3 straight righties coming up. That'll be it for Ziegler. And coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Matt Barnes. 4 wins, 3 losses, save, a 4.05 ERA. Barnes is the 3rd pitcher here for the Red Sox. So 8-6 Orioles, and Barnes will pitch to Trumbo. Trumbo 1 for 3. Barnes 4-5, strikeout plus, swing and a miss, struck him out. And he'll go ahead and get Barnes. Get Trumbo 1 out. David Price was throwing some very strong pitches. He had 9 strikeouts, and then all of a sudden, everything just fell apart. And let's see. Next batter is Mancini. And Mancini 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Barnes will go ahead and pitch. Barnes 3-2, strikeout 20. That is high. Mancini 4-3, and that's a base hit. That's a base hit into left field, and Mancini is now 3 for 4 tonight as he gets a single. A very young Trey Mancini in 2016. He was pretty darn good for only the 14 at bats he had. Here's Scope. Scope is 1 for 3 with a double. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls are still active. JAA joins us here at Camden Yards. Nothing on the strat. Mancini will stay right where he is. Barnes, 2-1. Range play at the park. Camden Yards, 5-4. Ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Shaw. Double play depth. His range is a 3. Nope, that's going to be a base hit. And it's going to be hit down the line, and that's going to be a double. Mancini will round second base. He's going to hold at third. Scope holds at second. And once again, now the Orioles looking for some more. So Scope hits a double past Travis Shaw. And the Orioles are trying to put a hurt on the Red Sox. Here's Hardy. Hardy is 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. The Red Sox historically won this game 5-3. The Orioles are trying to get some payback. Infield is in for the Red Sox. Strategy rolls are still active. Nothing on the 17. Barnes will go ahead and pitch. Barnes, 4-3. Home run chance. Righty, 1-9. The 9 is good against the righty. Hardy needs a 5. Nope, that's going to be too high. And that's going to be a 5-6. It'll be a ground ball to short. Let's see. Infield is in. Mancini's base running rating becomes a -1. So neither of the runners are moving. The throw's going to go to first for out number 2. With the infield in, nobody can go. So 2 outs now. And the batter will be Stubbs. Stubbs is 0 for 3. Mancini on at third, Scope on at second. Barnes trying to get out of this jam. Strategy, nothing on the 17. Barnes, 2-3. Against the righty, it's blank. Stubbs, 6-3. Base hit, left field, it's a single. Mancini will come in to score. Scope, base runner 4 with 2 outs. Single to left. +2 is a 6. There won't be a throw. He will come in to score. Stubbs a 2 RBI single. It's 10-6. Stadium cheers. Yay! An RBI single, 2 RBI single for Drew Stubbs, as he brings in a couple of runs, and now the Orioles have a 10-6 lead on the Red Sox. And the batter now is Caleb Joseph, and that's going to be it for Barnes. He is done. So the Red Sox will go ahead and go once again to the bullpen here. And let's see, you got 2 outs. They're going to bring on a righty to try to finish it off. Let's see who they got left. And coming on to pitch for the Red Sox is going to be Junichi Tazawa. 3 wins, 2 losses, no saves, a 4.17 ERA. Tazawa is now the 4th Red Sox pitcher. Now a 10-6 lead. Strategy rolls are now off. Here's Joseph. Joseph is 2 for 3 tonight, 2 singles. Tazawa, 3-3 against the righty. Base hit right past the pitcher, and it's a single. Stubbs, however, with 2 outs, he'll be good enough. He'll make third, and it's runners at the corners. So Caleb Joseph gets his 3rd single tonight, and this hodgepodge lineup pretty much is destroying the Red Sox. Here's Jones. Jones is 0 for 3 with a walk. 2 away here. Stubbs on at third, Joseph on at first. The fans here at Camden Yards were at an all-time, we're at a low. We're at an all-time low after the 3rd inning, and they're now at an all-time high. Great song, by the way, Octopussy. Rita Coolidge. Stubbs on at third, Joseph at first. Tazawa with the pitch. 5-4 against the righty. Home run result against the righty. Jonesy's a 13. That's a 4. And sometimes you just go ahead, and no matter what you do, no matter how hard you play, it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't go your way. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone. 3-run bomb, Adam Jones. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Orioles are making sure that the Red Sox don't clinch anything tonight, at least not on the board. And it is now 13-6. So now a 13-6 lead for the Orioles. The batter now is Davis. Tazawa there wasn't much he can do. He just put it right over the plate. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Tazawa with the pitch. Tazawa 6-6, hit by pitch, 14, nope. Davis, 3-3, and that's a double into center field. They still can't get out of the inning. Davis smacks a double into center. Another double tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 doubles for the Orioles, and Davis now goes to second base. And now the batter is Machado. And Machado is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. And the Red Sox are ready to throw in the towel on this one and just hope 10-minute ticker gives them a better chance. Davis on at second. No strategy rolls. Tazawa, 5-6, possible error. Machado, 4-4 against the righty. It's a fly ball into center field. Going after it is Jackie Bradley. His range is a 2. That is a 2, but it's a fly out, which means it has to be an odd number. So the only way he could have had an error is on a 1. He bobbles it, but he makes the catch, and the inning is over. And once again, the Orioles send 9 to the plate. 5 runs on 6 hits, including a 3-run bomb by Adam Jones. It's 13-6 in favor of the O's. No lead is safe at inside pitch. Go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Hanley Ramirez. He is 1 for 3. Givens is going to come out of the game. The Orioles will go to the bullpen here. They got a righty and 2 lefties coming up. So let's see who the Orioles want to put out to pitch. I don't think they have any more lefties. Actually, they do. They got Britton, but they'll save him. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Brian Dwensing. 1 win, no losses, no saves, a 4.05 ERA. Dwensing is going to be, I don't know if that's right you pronounce that game. Is it Dwensing? Is it Dwensing or Duensing? How do you pronounce that name? He'll come on to pitch for the Orioles. Hanley Ramirez leads off. He's 1 for 3. John Haverly joins us here at Camden Yards. So 13-6 in favor of the Orioles. Yes, John Haverly. The Orioles and the Red Sox got out to a 6-2 lead. Since then, the Orioles have done 11 unanswered runs. Dwensing, 4-4, strikeout 13. That will miss. Ramirez, 2-1, and that is a fly out to left field. And Stubbs will get to it and put it away for the out. Next batter is Shaw. Shaw is 0 for 2 with a walk. Dwensing with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout. The 16 is high. Shaw, 1-4. He hits one to center field. That's a 9. And against the lefty, that's going to be a base hit. So Shaw will get a single. And he'll hold it first. As Shaw gets on, next batter is Bradley. And Bradley is 1 for 3 with a bomb. Infield to double play depth. Strategy roll is off. Shaw will set it, stay where it is. And Dwensing will pitch. Dwensing, 1-1, range play. Bradley, 2-5. That's a pop fly ball to third base. Going back for it is Machado. His range is a 5, and he'll make this catch that time. That's a 2, and he is out. It'll be a pop out to third for out number 2. Shaw stays back at first base. And now the batter is Leone. And Leone is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Dwensing, he'll go ahead and pitch to Leone here. 13-6 in favor of the O's. Dwensing, 5-5. That's at the park. Camden Yards, 2-6. And that's a ground ball to first base. Going to get it is Davis. Is Chris Davis. He's got it, and he'll take it himself and retire the side. Nice job by Brian Dwensing to get the job done. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. They've gotten a hit in every single inning except the first. We'll go to the bottom of the eighth. Timeout on the field for a moment. I'm sick of this chair. Bottom of the eighth inning. Mark Trumbo leads off for the Orioles. Tazawa will come out. He will be done. And the Red Sox will bring on a righty here. 3 righties coming up for the Red Sox. And let's see what it's going to be. And it will coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Koji Urihara. 2 wins, 3 losses, 7 saves, a 3.45 ERA. Urihara will now come on and just try to make it, just keep it here a 13-6 ball game. Trumbo leads off. He is 1 for 4. Urihara 5-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Trumbo 6-3, and that's a fly ball hit the left field. And Benintendi, he'll get to that for the out, 1 away. Next batter is Mancini. He's had a heck of a night tonight. 2 doubles and a single. He's 3 for 4. My pronunciation is correct. Thank you, Mr. Vega. Urihara 4-4. Hit by pitch 12. Yep, he hit him. Plunk, ouch. His hit by pitch rating is a 30, so he must have gotten plunked a number maybe once or twice, so only 14 at bats. And that is a hit batter. And that's probably a frustration taken out on Mancini. That's the first hit batter of the game, though. Next batter is Scope. And Scope is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. 13-6 in favor of the Orioles. They are in total command here. No strategy rolls. Urihara, 4-1. That's at the park. Camden Yards, 4-1. And that is a home run to center field against the righty. Scope needs an 11. That's an 8. And Jonathan Scope gets into the home run hitting tonight. Kaboom! High, deep, and gone. Home run, Jonathan Scope. That'll clear out any bad breath you got. Stadium cheers. Yay! A 2-run bomb by Scope. And the Orioles, they're just getting everything tonight. It didn't start out that way. But they are in total command. And it is now 15-6. And the next batter is Hardy with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Hardy is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Urihara will pitch. Urihara 2-1. Strikeout plus 12 will get Hardy. Struck him out. And that is out number 2. Next batter will be Stubbs. They'll let him bat. Why not? He's 1 for 4. And Urihara is tired, but they say, no, just stay out there. Just pitch. Tonight is not one of our games. Urihara will go on and pitch. Urihara, 4-6, strikeout 11, swing and a miss, struck him out. He got Stubbs, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 1 hit, a 2-run bomb by Jonathan Scope, and the Orioles are in total control here, 15-6. But will we see some ninth inning magic? 15-6. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Andrew Benintendi, and the Orioles. It's not really a save situation, but they'll go ahead and they'll bring on what they got here. See who they have here in lefty. They have anybody in left? Well, they got Britton, but you probably don't need to use them in this situation. So in this case, they'll just go with the best closer, the best pitcher they have that is a non-closer, and that is going to be Tommy Hunter. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles will be Tommy Hunter. He started the season with the Cleveland Indians, wound up on the Orioles later. 2 wins, 2 losses, no saves, a 3.18 ERA. So Tommy Hunter's job, very simple, just get the game over with and then see what happens with the Blue Jays. Tommy Hunter will pitch to Benintendi, top of the 9th inning. Hunter, 4-2, strikeout 12, that misses. Benintendi, 5-5, and that is a grounder to second base. Taking care of it is Scope, and that is out number 1. Next up is Pedroia. Pedroia is 1 for 4. Hunter with the pitch. Hunter, 3-2, that's at the park. Camden yards, 1-3, and that is a grounder to second base. Once again, Scope will get to that one, and he'll toss it over, 2 outs. Last chance for the Red Sox is Brock Holt, who made that huge error at third base. I'm sorry, it's short. Not third base. No, third base. Brock Holt. Actually, you know what? I think I made an error. Doesn't matter, though. That error actually doesn't go to Brock Holt. That was an error by Travis Shaw. He was at third base, not Holt. So it's really an E5. That was really an E5. That's what that was. Not an E6. That's an E5. Doesn't matter. His error rating is a 12. It didn't matter. It still was underneath it. So Hunter will pitch to Holt. 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. Orioles trying to close the game. Hunter, 5-2. That's at the park. Camden yards, 2-6. Ground ball to first. Going after that is Chris Davis. He's got it. He runs to the bag, jumps on the bag, and that's your game. The Orioles go ahead and bomb the Boston Red Sox tonight, 15-6. Stadium cheers. Yay! That is a big win for the Orioles tonight, as they'll go ahead and get that victory. It is 15-6 in favor of the O's. And it was just a hitting machine for the Orioles tonight. And the Red Sox will have to wait till at least tomorrow to clinch, because there's no way they now can do it tonight. Their magic number stays at 5, no matter what. Well, it can become a 3 or possibly a 3 or a 1, but the Red Sox cannot clinch it here on the board. But the Orioles go ahead and get a big victory. Final line score coming up. For the Orioles, 15 runs on 17 hits and 1 error. For the Red Sox, 6 runs on 10 hits. Actually, I'm sorry, no errors for the Orioles. No errors for the Orioles. 6 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error for the Red Sox. The winning pitcher is Brad Brock. He actually gets the win in this game. David Price does get the loss, and no saves. But Hart, Givens, Dwensing, and Hunter, I'll give them holds. So a big victory for the Orioles, as they will now, if anything, their magic number went to 6 to clinch second place. And now we'll see what happens with the Blue Jays. We are not done. A very big 10-minute ticker is coming up next. Oof. Wow. Another one of those games. That does happen sometimes. It sure does. I thought we'd probably have a better game maybe than that, but I wasn't expecting suddenly you go ahead. The Red Sox get six. They got spotted pretty much 6 runs, and then the Orioles get 13 unanswered after that. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. This is our last 3-day 10-minute ticker. Let's take a look at the standings. So, we already know that the Boston Red Sox lost here, so I can actually update this one real quick. So the Red Sox go to 91-62. The Orioles go to 86-67. So the Orioles are now 5 back of the Red Sox, and their magic number to at least until Toronto, depending on what the Blue Jays do here. So this is how it stands in the American League East. Is now Baltimore is now 5 games back of the Red Sox. In the American League Central, the Cleveland Indians, they've clinched that division, and they right now hold the number 1 seed in the American League. The Detroit Tigers need 2 more wins to get playoff eligible because they got to be over 500. They have a 5-game lead on the Kansas City Royals, who pretty much showed up out of nowhere. But the Tigers, however, their magic number to clinch second place is 7. In the American League West, the Texas Rangers have clinched a playoff berth. Their magic number to clinch that division is 6. The Mariners have a 6-game lead on the Astros. 1 more loss by Houston, they are officially eliminated because they cannot get in with a 500 or losing record. The Mariners just got to continue to win. National League East, the Nationals have a 9-game lead on the Mets. The national magic number is 2. So they win the division with a win and a Mets loss in this 10-minute ticker, at least somehow. The Marlins are at 500. They're 7 back of the Mets. The Mets, to clinch second place, their magic number is 3. In the National League Central, the Cubs, they are the number 1 team overall. Their magic number to clinch home field throughout is 1. So a win by the Cubs at any time here tonight in this ticker, the road to the World Series will go through Wrigley Field. The Pirates are already playoff eligible. Their magic number is 4 to clinch second place. The National League West is the only division that's up for grabs. The Dodgers are 3 back of the Giants. The Giants, their magic number to clinch is 8, but the Dodgers are right there. Both teams have already clinched the playoff spot. Everybody else in the National League West is out. So that is how it goes. So let us see what will happen tonight on the 10-minute ticker. So the Orioles go ahead and get a 15-6 win on the Red Sox, and they'll take that victory. Let's see how the rest of the majors goes. Kansas City at Cleveland. The Indians have already clinched a division, and now with the Red Sox losing, let's see, 94 plus 62. Their magic number is 7 to clinch home field throughout the American League. Kansas City, 8-13, and that is 1. Indians, 3-31, and that is 2. The Indians will go ahead and get that win, and that's a bad loss for Kansas City. It puts them back under 500. Angels and the Astros. The Astros are at 80 losses. If the Angels win this game, the Astros are out. Angels 10-46, and that is 5. Houston 4-12, that is 0. That is a win for the Angels. The Astros now have 81 losses. They are eliminated. Detroit takes on Minnesota in a big doubleheader. The Tigers now a chance to try to get closer to getting second place. A big double pair game. A big doubleheader here for Detroit. Game 1, Detroit 1955, and that is 8. Twins 1643, and that is 6. And the Tigers win game 1. Game number 2, if the Tigers win this one, they're playoff eligible. Tigers 934, and that is 4. Twins 613, that is 1. The Tigers win both. They now have 82 wins. They are now officially playoff eligible. Yankees at Tampa Bay. Yankees 824, and that is 3. Rays 845, and that is 5, and that's a win for the Rays. Rockies and the Dodgers. Dodgers trying to stay with the Giants. Big important game for the Dodgers. Rockies 24-23, and that is 5. Dodgers 1152, and that is 6. The Dodgers will win that game and move a half game closer to the Giants. Atlanta and the Marlins. Marlins, of course, are at 500, and of course, Jose Fernandez was his last appearance was yesterday in the ticker. Atlanta and the Marlins. The Mets want the Marlins to lose here. Braves 1752, and they will here, I think. That is 7. Marlins 121, and that is 1, and that is a win for the Braves. And the Marlins, once again, are under 500. And now the Mets' magic number to clinch second place is 2. Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. Pirates 962, and that is 7. Brewers 1161, and that is also 7. They will tie. Extra innings. Pirates roll a 6 plus 0. Brewers roll a 1 minus 2. That's a win for the Pirates, and their magic number now goes down to 2, as that's the team they're chasing was the Brewers. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Their magic number right now is to 3, depending on what the Cardinals do. And Philadelphia and the Mets. A win by the Mets, their magic number will become 1. Philadelphia minus 256. And that is, wow, that's 4. Mets 15-15, and that is 3. And they cannot win that game. Giants and the Padres. The Dodgers are now a half game back, got a half game on them. Can the Giants stay 3 ahead? Giants 1156, and that is 7. Padres 564, and that is also 7. They will go to extras. Giants roll a 3, minus 1 is 2. Padres roll a 5, minus 1 is 4. That is a win for the Padres, and the Dodgers are now 2 back. On to September 23rd. Arizona at Baltimore. The Orioles now, let's see here. The Orioles, their magic number is now 6. They can't clinch second place tonight, though. Arizona, 12-36, and that is 5. Orioles, 17-45, and that is 7. That's a win for the Orioles. White Sox and the Indians. White Sox, 8-36, and that is 4. Indians 825, and that is 3, and that is a win for the Pale Hose. Kansas City at Detroit. This is a big series between these two. The Royals are right behind them, but they're under 500 at the moment. Detroit has a chance here. Their magic number, Kansas City lost, and Detroit won 2 games. So their magic number went from 7 to 4. Kansas City 4-16, and that is 1. Tigers 5-64, that is 7. That's a win for the Tigers, and pretty much Detroit should be clinching second place either tonight or tomorrow. Angels and the Astros are gone. Angels 11-63, and that is 8. Astros 8-12, that is 1, and the Astros have just collapsed completely here in this league for 2016. Mariners and the Twins. Mariners got to continue to win. Seattle has 78 wins. They need more. Mariners 15-65, and that is 10. Twins 9-45, and that is 5, and that is a win for the Twins, for win for the Mariners. And the Mariners right now, their magic number, I believe, is 1. But even if they get the second place, they have not clinched it yet because they are not above 500. Texas and Oakland. Rangers 10-32, and that is 4. Oakland 6-65, and that is 8. And actually, the Mariners will now gain a game on the Rangers. Boston at Tampa Bay. Because the Red Sox lost on the board, they cannot clinch this division tonight. Red Sox 14-65. They will move closer, though, as that is a 10. Rays 8-11. That's 0, and that's a victory for the Red Sox. Yankees at Toronto. With Baltimore winning, Toronto's got to hope they get some help here. As I said, Baltimore cannot clinch second place tonight no matter what. Toronto just got to try to win. Yankees 7-52, and that is 5. Blue Jays 10-66, that is 10, and the Blue Jays will get a win. Cardinals and the Cubs. The Cubs, they did not play in the 22nd. The Cubs win here. They will clinch home field throughout. The Cardinals are 7.5 back of the Pirates. Actually, now they're 8 back of the Pirates because the Pirates won the last game. Cardinals 7-54, and that is 5. Cubs 13-21, and that is 3. That's actually a win for the Cardinals. The Cubs will have to wait another day here to clinch home field throughout. Rockies and the Dodgers. The Dodgers are now 2 back. Rockies 12-35, and that is 4. Dodgers 13-52, and that is 6, and the Dodgers are now 1.5 back. Braves and the Marlins. Atlanta 12-63, and that is 8. Marlins 11-36, that is 4. That is a win for the Braves. And let's see, the Marlins had lost here, but the Mets didn't win. The Marlins have lost here. The Mets' magic number is now 1 to clinch second place. Reds and the Brewers. Remember one thing, the Mets only played 161 games. The Tigers only played 161 games as well. Pittsburgh played 161 games. So did Miami, the Cubs, and the Cubs and the Braves. Please believe I have factored that into the match. I have factored that into the magic numbers. Cincinnati at Milwaukee. Reds 7-22, and that is 2. Brewers 6-26, and that's 3. That's a win for the Brewers. Philadelphia and the Mets. If the Mets win this game, they are second place, and they are in the playoffs. Philadelphia 16-16, and that is 3. Mets 8-63, that is 7. That's a win for the Mets. That's a happy recap, and the New York Mets are in the postseason. They are right now the number 6 seed, and the Marlins are now out. Washington at Pittsburgh. Nationals 7-45, and that is 4. Pirates 10-64, that is 8. And the Pirates will win that game. Pittsburgh will win it, and they get closer to getting into the postseason. The Nationals, they got to be careful. They still haven't clinched anything. They haven't clinched the division yet. Giants and the Padres. Giants 14-44, and that is 6. Padres 7-65, that is 8. And now the Dodgers are 1 game back in that division. On to September 24th. Arizona at Baltimore. Arizona 13-11, that's 0. Baltimore 15-23, and that is 4. That's a victory for the Orioles, and they're going to have a chance to clinch second place tomorrow night, I believe. White Sox at Cleveland. White Sox 19-53, and that is 8. Indians 6-63, and that is 7. Nope. That's a win for the Pale Hose. The Indians will have to wait. Kansas City at Detroit. Detroit cannot clinch second place tonight, but they can put a dagger here in Kansas City's hopes. Kansas City 746, and that is 5. Tigers 926, and that is 3. And the Royals will still be barely alive, but they're on life support. Angels and the Astros. Angels 963, that is 7. Astros 911, that's 0. And the Astros at one point actually were in first place in that division, and they have just totally wiped out. Seattle at Minnesota. Mariners 1931, and that is 5. Twins 743, and that is 4. And that's a win for the Mariners, and they are now, are they at 80 wins or 81? They're not playoff eligible yet, but they get one game closer. Rangers at Oakland. The Rangers got to be careful. The Mariners are right behind them. Rangers 1651, and that is 7. Oakland 631, and that is 3. And the Rangers will get a little closer to clinching that division. Boston at Tampa Bay. Red Sox just trying to get closer to clinch. 14-11, and may not do it. That's 1. Tampa Bay 552, and that is 4. And the Red Sox tonight get beat by the Rays, but they should clinch maybe in a couple of days. Yankees at the Blue Jays. With Baltimore winning, Toronto's hopes of the postseason is fading. Yankees 953, and that is 6. Blue Jays 966, that's 10. And the Jays are still alive. Cardinals at the Cubs. Cardinals 1021, and that is 2. Cubs minus 354, and that's 3. The Cubs will win that ball game, and the World Series will go through Wrigley Field. Rockies and the Dodgers, or the road to the World Series will go through Wrigley Field. Rockies and the Dodgers. Rockies 232, and that is 2. Dodgers 1343, and that is 5. And the Dodgers are now a half game back. Atlanta and the Marlins, meaningless. Atlanta 1066, that is 10. Marlins 1763, and that is 9, and that's a win for the Braves. Reds and the Brewers, meaningless. Reds 1644, and that is 6. Brewers 711, that is 0, and that's a victory, and that game belongs to the Reds. Philadelphia and the Mets have already clinched. The Mets, they do have a chance to catch Pittsburgh for the 5th seed, for the 5 seed, which means they would host the first wild card game. Philadelphia and the Mets, but they got a little work to do. Phillies 2034, and that is 6. Mets 745, and that is 4. And that is a win for the Phillies. Washington at Pittsburgh. We have these two tomorrow night. Washington 733, and that is 3. Pirates 661, and that is 6. And I believe the Pirates have a chance to clinch their second place on the board tomorrow night. I have to look. San Francisco at the Padres. The Giants are falling apart. They were 3 games ahead of the division. Now they're only a half game ahead. The Padres are playing spoiler. Does San Francisco stay ahead? Giants 14-15. Barely, that's 2. Padres 311, that's 0. And the Dodgers will remain 1 game back. There's still a couple of races yet. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at PNC Park for a big matchup between the Washington Nationals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. A.J. Cole will go for the Nationals, and Tyler Glasnow will go for the Pirates. The Pirates, I believe they have a chance to clinch second place tomorrow night. The Nationals, they're already in the postseason. They're just trying to clinch the division, and the Mets are staying close. What will happen tomorrow night? Cole and Glasnow, Nationals and the Pirates, our final Tonight was our final 3-day ticker. Tomorrow starts 1-day tickers. Be there or be square. Craig Scarborough, David Vega, Chuck Rawlings, Brian Patterson, Scooney 007, John Haverly, JAA, Baseball with the Demos, Texag 75. And let's see here, SGJ Jamie, Thomas Bartlett, Jim Doyle, Woodman 564, Vita Productions. I think I got everyone. Thank you all and Frank Rosank. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe throughout the X-ray machines. Subscribe if you're not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Baltimore Orioles build a nest around the Boston Red Sox and feed them some eggs. They bomb the Red Sox tonight, 15-6. We'll see you guys tomorrow.